Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So you can see there's a new setup, and if it does get a little bit dark, I do have my new lighting here, so I'll just show you quickly if it does get dark. So we're right in front of the window today, so I just wanted to come back. I really apologize for not being on. December was really amazingly busy, and I am back now. I've got 3 of the videos already recorded, lots of health videos, a lot of new products. Today is Kiko Milano, my very first products. I can't believe I've never heard of these before. So yes, apologies for the breakout at the moment. I'm having a bit of a bad skin week, but yes, so Kiko Milano. So I got their blush and their bronzer, and I got the Kiko Milano liquid skin second skin foundation, and mine is in soft beige. It was really hard to color match, and then I'm going to use my elf concealer. So I couldn't find their mascara on their website. It didn't deliver to my area, so what I found was I went on Amazon. So what I got was obviously their foundation, the bronzer, and the blush. Now interestingly, they are made in Italy, so very similar to Laura Geller, and they are, I would say, in between kind of low end and high end. I think they're super affordable in terms of, you know, dupes. I think they would be a dupe for Laura Geller. I love the packaging. Mine is in Flawless Fusion, so I'll just open that. It comes with a mirror. It's amazing. If I just show you there, you can see the color is just fabulous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start out with I've done my skincare already. We're going to do our primer, and this is the Revolution Hydrate. So I'm going to put that on. That's a little bit of a mattifier as well. So I'm just going to put some on my hand. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. My Christmas was just so busy. I had both parents, which was really a last minute thing, guys. It wasn't something that was originally planned, so I was really just swept off my feet in terms of how busy I was, and trying to work my work schedule around it and things like that. And then I had a lot to do with the kids at school before the term ended in December. So yes, I am back. So that's that. It doesn't take very long. It's to hydrate your skin, and it is a obviously your base primer too. You don't have to use it. You don't have to use primer at all, but I like to use it because my skin tends to get dry and flaky. So if I don't use something in terms of a primer, it does tend to mess up the makeup. So this has actually a droplet. So if I just show you, so you squeeze here, you turn, and it's a dofer. If I show you, so you don't actually need to kind of put it on your hand or anything like that. You can blend it in with your sponge or your brush. So I'm just going to look at my mirror quickly, and we're just going to pop it on the skin where we need it. It was really hard to color match online, but I think once we blend this in, oh, you can see how much there. Once we blend this in, I think it will warm up to my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is use my I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'll be using the yes, sorry, the elf. I'm using my elf. I was kind of wondering which the other one was, but yes, my elf one. I just got a new elf one. Really nice. Loving the actual shape here, because you can just get under your eyes perfect as well. So I am going to wet it quickly, and we're just going to wet that quickly. Sorry about that, guys. And we're just gonna, I think this is probably more a eye blender, but the other ones are being washed because I do have a wedding shortly, and it's really great that they're getting back into the flow of things now. A lot of the restrictions are starting to lift as well, so a lot more is happening. And we're just going to go under here and under the brow, and you can see it's kind of warming up to my skin tone. It did look really pale. We're just going to dab there. A bit of a breakout, so I always dab. I try not to disturb it too much because it's on the healing side. Okay, we will be putting concealer on as well. So I'll be using my elf Cameo. Okay, it's even giving a lovely kind of glossy look. Now that may be the hydrating primer, but I'm really liking the look, and I do think it may be a dupe for Laura Geller. They're both their bronzer and their blush are also baked, so very similar to Laura Geller. Laura Geller's prime foundations and all of her makeup is baked in Italy. So it does seem that Kiko Milano follow the same principle. So yes, I'm really loving that. You can see I got my hair finally back to brunette, brown. Okay, so again, you can see it's covering up redness around my nose as well. We're just gonna go under there. Redness around the eyes. When I have a shower, I tend to get red around the eyes, the nose, and under the chin area. But that may be due to kind of my particular skin tone. So how was everyone's Christmas? What did you have for food? We actually ended up going out, so there was no pressure to cook, which was really good. It was nice. It was really nice. I wasn't sure how the Christmas was going to go with both parents, but actually it ended up being quite nice, so that's good. And we were so lucky to get their PCR tests done. Right, you know, we had a little bit of a panic just trying to get them done. They have to do them before they go over, but then they have to do them 48 hours before they go back. So obviously Dad living in America and Mum in Ireland, it was trying to get all of that sorted at the same time. So yes, it hasn't taken me very long. I'm really liking the colour. When I'm looking in the mirror, I'm really seeing how it is like a second skin. It doesn't kind of, a lot of foundations will kind of clutch to the skin and they won't actually blend very well. And I didn't actually dampen my blender that much, and it still blended really, really well. So it will be interesting to see how long this lasts. I know when I tried the e.l.f. their foundation, it was really good. It stayed on all day. So what I want to do is just go into little areas with my camo concealer, and this is my e.l.f. camo concealer. I haven't found anything as good yet, but when I do, I will certainly review it. So yes, I want to show you the mirror I got after this. It's really pretty. It was £14. I'm going to show you. I'm excited to show you. It's just in front of me now, and it's really pretty. So when we blend this in, I'll show you. Okay, so I'm just going to wet this again. Okay. Warming it up before I just dabbing it as well. I'm not trying to take away. Unfortunately, a lot of the time the sponges take a little bit more foundation off of your skin than brushes do, but then I kind of really, they also kind of really get it in the really good areas, and you don't have streak marks from brushes either. So I love that that's actually blended in, but when you look at the camera, there's like a sheen, a shine. I really like that. So that is completely blended in, but it does give like a sheen underneath, and I'm wondering if that's the Kiko Milano as well, kind of blending in really well with the concealer. So let's do it that way, and just really slowly here. Okay, so now I am on a super detox for January. There's a veganary, a lot of my friends are doing as well. I kind of fell off the wagon a couple of days, or no, during Christmas, and I made a salad. So it's kind of like, how would you describe it? So you have wraps, you know, the tortilla wraps, small ones, and then you kind of shred carrots. You can choose your own salad, and it's all on a bowl, and then the kind of the wraps are in the middle, and you take what you want and you can eat it. And it's really healthy dinner. But I saw on my Sainsbury's, there were like recommendations, and it had firecracker chicken. I know that sounds crazy, but it's number 2 in terms of chili heat, so it's not so bad. So when you put that in and you put hummus on it and you put all the vegetables on it, it's really good. But I fell off the wagon there, so I shouldn't be having chicken. I'm maybe a lot of vegetarians fall off the wagon sometimes, but I felt so guilty. I know, felt so guilty. My parents were, don't feel, you know, but I did. I did, because I went a year and a half, guys, nearly 2 years being vegetarian. So it's certainly not going to happen again. I felt so bad, but it's really, really nice. I would recommend it. You just get hummus, you get your wraps, you get shredded carrot, any really, I use lots of chopped cherry tomatoes, spinach. It's gorgeous in a wrap, and actually you would think, does that actually fill you up for dinner? But it really does. It's really, really nice. So I would highly recommend that. And then you don't feel guilty either. So you can see my redness in particular because I've come out from the shower. is showing up. But usually if I hadn't had a shower, my redness would have calmed down. You can definitely see in the cheek area that this always happens when I have a shower. So this may not happen to you. You may have different skin to mine. Okay, so what I'm going to do quickly is just set all that with my Maybelline matte maker. And I found this over Christmas because I needed makeup pretty quickly, and I kind of ran into Superdrug, and I got 3 things that I hadn't gotten in so long. So the first one was the Collections Color Glow, and it's like you can either choose the colors here that you want, or you can just put your brush around and put it all around for a lovely, lovely glow. And then I was rushing for a mascara, and I hadn't gotten this in so long, and this is the Rimmel Day to Night 2-in-1. So you've got your lengthening and your volume, so we're going to be using that today as well. I also got, and this has been so long that I haven't actually had time to tell you what I got. Obviously, Beauty Glaze are coming out with these dupes for Huda Beauty. So like Chocolate Obsessions, the original Huda Beauty, you know, the little quads. So Beauty Glaze are coming out with dupes basically. And I got 2, and online they looked different colors, but they're actually super similar. So I got Peach and Satin. So if I show you side by side, so this is Peach, I'll show you. Beautiful little, and it has a flip back as well, so easy for carrying around. So this is Peach here. Obviously not reviewing it today. Okay, you do get a glitter there too, so really usable colors. And then you have Saturn, which you will see, I didn't realize when I got them home and when they actually arrived, they're really similar, which is a little bit, and it was slightly frustrating because I had thought they were a little bit different. They look different online, but if you look at that close up, they're super similar. So they are dupes. If you hadn't heard of them, I will put them down below. Beauty Glazed are I'm sure you have. They've been around for a long time now. Ever since Huda Beauty quads came out, they kind of Beauty Glazed came out with their version. Beauty Glazed are really, really good actually in terms of eyeshadow. Their eyeshadow stays all day, so I won't be focusing so much on the eyes today. But I was going to do like maybe a chocolate kind of light brown eye, because I really wanted to focus on the Kiko Milano. So yes, if you've tried Kiko Milano mascara and eyeshadow, let me know. I'm sure you could actually use their bronzer as eyeshadow too, but I could not find them anywhere. If you do, let me know. And the ones when I did go onto Kiko Milano in the online, it wasn't delivering to my area for some reason. So everything Kiko Milano today was bought on Amazon. Okay, so we're going to set with my mattifying spray, and I will just be back in one moment. Hi guys, sorry about that. I got a phone call and I said mattifying spray, mattifying powder. Sorry, I keep getting phone calls every time I try to time it, and then I get a phone call. Sorry, it was one of the brides, so absolutely fine. I will always take those calls. It was one of the brides to be. So yeah, so this is the Collections. It's a Superdrug's own, and it is the matte maker mattifying in Perfect Beige, but it actually looks really, I thought it really suited my skin tone because it does look a little bit lighter, and I do like it a little bit lighter. So this is the e.l.f. This is their blush brush, so I will be using that with the Kiko Milano. I also got their Collections own, and this is from Superdrug, and it is just a it's the number 308. If I just show you there, it hasn't been used yet, and it really can be used as kind of a multi-purpose. So what I'll be using for that, I'll be using that for the contour, and what I'm going to use is my reliable kind of just all over brush for the setting powder. So we're going to just dab into that, and we're just going to basically put it all over the face, make sure everything is set. Okay. And it really doesn't take away from the shine. It doesn't dry out too much. Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is go on to our contour. I will be doing the brows last, or maybe just after the contour, just to show you. First, I wanted to show you the mirror. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. I would seriously consider getting it. It is $14.99 on Amazon, and it's beautiful. You have different settings, and the power button is here. So if you don't want, for example, you don't want the lights on at all, you just turn it off. So really good. It can be, it's battery operated as well. So yeah, so really nice. That's what I'm looking into today. I really wanted to invest in kind of the quality of the videos, something I've been wanting to do for so long, but my work schedule has just kept me really just so busy, unfortunately. But now we are going to kind of be investing in it in a lot more. So it's lovely, just the right size, a little bit bigger than a standard mirror. You don't always need the lights. That can be for, because I particularly didn't notice a difference in having the lights there. So it's just nice for the design. So we are going to be looking at that. That's what I'll be looking at if you see me look away. So we have put on our Mattify Maker powder. So let's just start with the bronzer. You could use it as a bronzer or a contour. Today I'm kind of going to go a little bit more relaxed and use it as a bronzer. So that's what it looks like there. You do get your lovely mirror. It's really convenient. I love Laura Geller, but they're not always convenient in what you can kind of pop in your bag. Some of them are, but they're usually quite big. This I love is just a clasp as well, and it has a mirror as well. So if you want to pop it in your handbag, you can. So let's do the brown. I'm really excited for this, guys. They had a lot darker. This was one of the medium lights because I didn't want to go too dark, particularly if you want to use mix and match with a bronzer and a contour. I wanted to be able to do both. So let's do this now. I was deliberating whether I should just tie my hair up completely, but trying to kind of let it breathe a bit, because in school and in work in Dimensions I always have to have it tied up, so I like to give it a little bit of a break. So that's what it looks like on the brush, and we're going to start off here. Wow. And it's definitely buildable because it came off quite light at the start, but making sure it's in the hairline, and there will be pictures as well. Okay, I do like that. Really light, actually. Really light, but very natural looking. Very natural. Making sure it's in the hairline. And then just taking a little bit more. We'll start off with contour and see how we go. Really want to bring the colour back into the face. It's a beautiful day here today, guys. The sun is shining. It's really good. I've been promising myself that I will start cycling again. Hasn't happened yet, but new year. So if I turn this way, it's definitely not intense, but it's certainly there. I do like it. It's certainly there. So I actually could have gone a little bit darker. I'm thinking now. I actually could have. It's so hard online to decide, guys. It really is what's best. It really is. So yes, it's very light, very natural, like you've actually had a tan. So it's not too dark, so perfect for daytime. You could obviously get two and maybe intensify it up a little bit. But under the jaw as well, don't forget that. So I like it, I do. I think it complements the foundation, absolutely. I think you have a shine. Again, some powders take away from the foundation if it's a luminous foundation or if it's dewy or glowy, and I can see it hasn't happened with this, so very happy. Again, I would say if you're asking, are they kind of budget friendly or are they kind of high end, I would definitely say in between. I will link where I got this below, but I'll link the Kiko Milano website too. Some of the foundations are £24 and this was 10, you know, so it depends on what you're looking for. They had a 2-in-1 similar to one of the concealer and foundations in one of the Superdrug's own. So they did have that too, their version of it, but they both really complement. This is neutral 05, so they do have numbers as it goes up. And this is Flawless Fusion. There isn't a number in, oh there is, sorry, 01 Flawless Fusion, so the very first one. I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to get something, so for example, if you're not sure, go for the lightest one because that's buildable. And that's with anything, foundation, blush, anything at all, because then you can build this up. If you go and think, oh my god, that's gorgeous for a contour, it's kind of dark, it's lovely, you get it and it doesn't suit your face, it's waste. It's going to go in the, it's either going to go to somebody you know or just go in your drawer. But this, even though I am quite surprised how light it is, I can build on this. It's buildable. So very happy. I would highly recommend it so far. Also, I want to see how long the foundation lasts too. So that's that. And you can see it just brought the shape, even the shape back into my face. I haven't, you know, I haven't been able to be as healthy as I'd love to be, which is going to completely change. Juice Plus is really helping me with the energy, with the capsules. It's amazing. Do let me know if you want to know anything more about that. I don't always come on and talk about it because, you know, I want somebody to want it. You know, I want somebody to want Juice Plus. I'm not somebody who's going to, you know, what I do is I share my experience about it, and if somebody would like to come back to me and message me about it, absolutely do. So that's how I like to do it. So sometimes I'll do a Juice Plus, maybe a video, and then other times I'll just focus on other things. So it gives you the freedom to come to me to ask basically any questions, or if you'd like to purchase anything. So yes, so what I meant by that is that the capsules have just been helping in energy wise, because having the 2 jobs has just been so tiring, guys. So yes, going back to the Kiko Milano bronzer, I really like it. Again, besides the actual color, look at the packaging. How beautiful is that, guys? Just stunning, stunning packaging. So I do think basically because it is, they're both made in Italy, it's an Italian company, so is Laura Geller is American, but she went to Italy and made the products there. So the products themselves, in terms of Laura are Italian, is what I mean. Laura Geller is Italian. So yeah, so let's go on to the blush, and then we'll go and get the brow product. So this is the blush, and this one is in Unlimited, and it's 06. So that's all. I love it. I wanted to get in between light and brown. Look at that there, guys. Let's do a little swatch for you. There you go. Now again, buildable, so I will start off quite light, and we'll see how it goes, how it takes to the skin basically. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. blush brush. Okay, and we're just going to really, again, you've got the mirror, so if you were in work or anywhere, or you needed to just kind of top up, you have that there as well. So we're just going to have a look here. I'm starting off super light because I do blend afterwards. Wow, look at that, guys. Don't be afraid to go for blush. Don't put little bits on. I was like that years ago. I used to do that, but blush is for the cheeks. So, and it's not taking away from anything, and it's still showing up kind of the under eye kind of glowiness and dewiness as well. So as you can see, I'm still actually quite blush here, or flushed from the shower, so that usually doesn't go down for a while, but I wanted to keep this in mind to do. So that's the blush. I'm really liking it. I think it's not so over the top, but I love the color and the darkness. I didn't want a paler one to come off maybe too cakey, or not cakey, but just not suit my skin tone. So something in between is what I did. And I also wanted one that I don't have yet, something that I want to try that I don't have anymore, or not anymore, that I've never actually tried in terms of color. And this is really nice, really, really nice. I'm loving it. It's not over the top, and it seems to suit everything else that we've put on that's Kiko Milano. So let's try this side here. And I'm going where the blush would actually be. So now we're just going to go in with our, just a kind of my powder brush, and then all you have to do is kind of, loving it, just blend it out. There you go. Really nice, really fresh, if you consider how pale I was at the beginning of the video, which has been due to my kind of working and the lifestyle, and that's why I'm trying to put in so much goodness in terms of the new dinner I did, in terms of the wraps with the shredded carrot and the tomatoes and the spinach, and then the hummus, and then obviously you could, if you're, you know, a meat eater, put in some chicken, put in something that you want, but yes, I would highly recommend that dinner too. So okay, so what I'm going to do is go and get my brow products, which is going to be e.l.f. and I'll see you then. Okay guys, so if you're wondering what I'm doing, why there's a little bit of a delay when I stop, I wanted to make things a little bit easier, so I got a little clicker that works on Bluetooth. So I would really recommend it if you do record videos. It does camera or it does phone, and it literally has, you just link up your Bluetooth on your phone or your camera, and it will stop and start videos for you, so you can take pictures, things like that. It's really easy. So it's still kind of getting used to the distance in terms of when you actually press the clicker. So it does stop, it starts, it stops photos, it starts them, it stops videos, and it starts them. So it's really, really good. So I'm getting used to that. So yes, moving on. This is the Elf, and it's their Brows Way. So you get the brush and you get the product as well. So I always try to put the brows upwards, so brushing them upwards to get. Now, if you have your own brow brush, go ahead. I do myself, but I wanted to show you in particular this. And then I kind of just, so I brush them up to make sure that they're all there, so I'm not missing anything. Then they go into place, their natural shape. And then I put in the color. Okay, so let's go here. Kind of a medium brown. So yes, let me know how your Christmas was, and do you have any New Year's resolutions? My New Year's resolution is to get my body back to where I want it to be, and just to be happier, for my mental health, to get happier. It's so important to be happy within yourself. You need to give more time to yourself so that you can give to your family, because you need to be happy in yourself. Nobody can make you happy except you. So what does happy mean? It means what you put into your body, the people that surround you as well. Make sure that you're surrounded with people that, you know, really compliment you and don't bring you down. So it's a lot of things that's really important for you to kind of invest in yourself, and that's kind of what my aim is this year as well. So you can see it hasn't changed color, but it's definitely given it more tone, it's given it more shape. You can see what I mean by brushing the brows into place, the difference it made. If you see here, the brows are there, but they're not, and that just naturally happens with brows. They're not going to be all shaped when you wake up in the morning. You are going to have to shape them, and so that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to do that on this side. So I'm pushing them up. You can see the difference that made, like that, and then I'm kind of bringing them to the natural shape they'd have. Now my brows are quite sparse anyway, so I really do like to fill them in every day and follow the shape and the brow itself, because you don't want to put something in that's not actually there, because that will show then later on. And I don't have exact brows, nobody does have identical ones, but follow individual shapes. Don't try to make it's something it's not. So you can see they're not identical, but they're both the same tone, the same color. They are kind of, I'm happy with those basically. So yes, so we've got our foundation, our blush, and our contour or bronzer, and they've all been Kiko Milano. So far, what do I think? I think they're really good. I love the packaging, but I really am, when we started putting on the bronzer, I was a bit concerned because it was so light. But I like that. I like the fact that over time I was able to blend that and build it up. So I like something that's buildable. I love the colour of the blush. I think it really suits me. I think I went dark because I've had not similar colours, but I have had darker blushers that have really worked out for me. Not this particular colour, but I think the darker tones seem to suit me more than the lighter ones. They kind of draw me and make me look paler than the dark ones. So that's that. So yes, I would love to get more products. I will definitely look for them. Kiko Milano, I think, is certainly one of those, as I said before, in between brands where I think they're affordable. The most expensive foundation I found was £24. They do moisturizer creams as well and plumping primer. So there was a lot there. So I wanted to try at least 3. So we've done that. So now what I want to do is go into, I was going to use this, but I think it would take away from what we're doing today. It's basically just kind of a blush block, basically. So you can see there, it's a block of blushes. So you can either go into one or kind of swirl around, and it just gives you that glow. So that was the collection from Superdrug. And what I want to do now is go into the Beauty Glaze. We're going to do a very quick, nothing kind of spectacular, because I really wanted to focus my time today on Kiko Milano. So this is the one. So we have Peach and we have Sasha. And again, as I said, I'll have a quick look right now, because as we're on, they are super similar. So this is the peach again. A lot of, I'm thinking this one here, but it looks very orange. I guess there's an orange tone coming out of there. Let's just swatch that. There, that looks a little shimmer. It's lovely. It does look nice with a little shimmery. Okay, a little bit of an orange undertone to that. I'm kind of looking for a light brown, and then kind of the lengthening and volume mascara is what I want to kind of show. I want that to kind of be the star of the show, if you know what I mean. So let's have a look in Saturn. So let's have a look. Okay, so you do have mainly glitters in this one, guys. I'm kind of wondering where the pink is coming from. I'm wondering what their thought process was behind that. Not sure. It's nice, but it kind of looks a little bit odd. And again, you have the orange and you have the glitter. So let's take a look. If we were going to use one, let's have a look quickly. I mean, if this was a little bit lighter, this is a really deep kind of maroon brown as well. They're all nice, but I'm just wondering for a day look, I might go with that undertoned brown here. Let's go with that one right here. So I'm just going to go with my applicator brush here, and we're going to go in quickly. I'm not going to focus too much, guys, but I do want to kind of bring it from the out here inwards. I'm placing it, so I'm doing a placement which isn't in a line exact, but what happens is when you put your, when you get your brush to just kind of fan it out a bit, it does calm down and it gives you a little bit of a bright color, especially if you've got brown eyes, just to give it that kind of lightness as well. So this is kind of in between orange and brown. It's that in between. And you can see it's just made my eye pop a little bit, but when I have the lengthening and the volume mascara, it's just going to kind of give it a bit of a fresh day look is what I was looking for. Because the blush is kind of stronger, I didn't want the eye to be super strong either. So I'm just going to go back in again. You can see I'm literally just doing a line, not bringing it all the way in, and going back with my blending brush. And if there is a part of the colour that's kind of stuck, just continue to blend. And you can see it's kind of gone out in a V shape as well. So I haven't done anything on the lids. I just wanted to give my eyes that bit of a pop. And I'm just kind of dotting it as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go in with the lengthening and volume. It's been so long since I've had this, but I would highly recommend it. I really truly would. So you start off with your lengthening. And this is the kind of shape of the spoolie there. And we're just going to quickly that's the lengthening. What I'll do is I'll do them both and we'll come back. Hi guys, so that's that done. I'm really impressed with it. So that is the volume and lengthening mascara, and it is Day to Night Glam Eyes. I'd highly recommend it. You could go for longer if you want to, but I really like this. I think it's just enough for today, the daytime. It's something else if you don't like false lashes, or they irritate you, or for some reason you can't use them. This is perfect. So it's volume and lengthening. It's Glam Eyes Day to Night by Rimmel. Highly recommend it. So I have a new e.l.f. lip product, to me anyway. So what I wanted to do is use my lip liner. These are True Lips, and they're on Amazon. You get a whole variety. These are the lip liners, and today I'm going to go in with their Hydrating Core Lip Shine Brilliant Hydrating is what it says there. It is there, and I love this color. So you have the lip, the core kind of lip in the middle, but what I wanted to do is do the outline by doing the lip liner first. So what we're going to do is just do this, and you do warm it up sometimes with the true colors, so that's what the color is basically. So we're just going to go through. It's such a gorgeous day today. I wasn't expecting it. Beautiful outside. Now again, it starts out really light, which is really good for me. I prefer that because you're starting out not too heavy. You can warm it up on the lips as well. You can see it's starting to give shape. Okay. So what you can do, if you're somebody that is still a new kind of a beginner to lipstick, which I know can sound unusual, I have these for my freelance kit, but you can also use them at home. If you have a lipstick and you're a little bit wobbly with your hand, you can use these. You can get them on Amazon, and they're basically lipstick applicators, and you can get them thick or thin. I have both. I have the thicker ones, and these are the thinner ones, and this is what they look like. And you can apply your lipstick that way, and you have a lot more control. So it's really just to give you the control that you want. So if we just go into the colour part, obviously, I take it on my brush quickly, and we're going to just swirl that around, and we're just going to start to fill in. You can see there, I'm hoping it's showing up on this lighting. It should. And you can see the colour. Now, does it give a name for this colour? It says Radiant Boost. Okay. So yeah, they all have different names. So let's go in with that quickly. And you've got lots of control there as well. Again, you're just going over the lip liner that you've done. And so I'm actually just going to use it after I've done this. I'm actually just going to, so that was just to kind of show you they're available on Amazon. You can get them usually on any Ulta. You can get them. It's just lip applicators you can put in, and they come up, and there's so many different sizes. I've got the thicker ones too. So what I'm going to do, because there is a little bit of a moisturizer in the middle there, I am going to go over. It's so moisturizing. So yes, I think I love this colour. I really do. I'll link below e.l.f. I get it from the e.l.f. website direct, but you can get it on Amazon. e.l.f. have a shop on Amazon, and they do quite well there too. So yes, I would highly recommend it. I'm going to pop that back. One of my newer ones that I really like. I tend to go for these colours. I like the bright colours. I think particularly in winter, it just gives your face that little bit of a glow, and that's why I really loved the colour of the blush actually, because in winter you do tend to get a bit paler. Having that colour, I think today, is just going to make a difference in my skin. So all in all, what do I think of Kiko Milano? I love them, I really do. The texture as well, I must say, is probably because it's baked, but the texture, you can really feel the difference when you're putting on this bronzer and blusher. Sometimes when I put on other blushes, it takes a while to kind of blend it in. This is really soft, probably because it has been baked. Highly recommend them. Love the size too. Now the prices, I will just say, of the blush and bronzer were the same, but the bronzer is obviously significantly smaller, so maybe you don't need as much, I guess. So this was the number 6 if you're looking for it, and I'll just show you the colour again. Let's have a look at this. Beautiful day. I'm about to go and have my shake because I need it. Okay, there it is. Unlimited blush in number 6. So that's what that looks like. And I will show you the bronzer. Now I went for the lighter one, 01, but I think I could have gotten away with one darker. As I said, it's deep. It is kind of buildable, like I said before. So I think you could certainly get away with that. So this one is this 01, and this is what that looks like as well. So let's put them side by side if we can for you guys. I love it, absolutely love it. So that's what they look like there. texture is beautiful. You can really tell actually that they are baked, I think, because of the texture and how they look. So yes, I actually think, guys, and this is totally off subject, they are dupes for Laura Geller. I really do. Laura Geller is beautiful. Her makeup is absolutely fabulous, but it is on the higher end. The actual, I will link below when I reviewed my first ever Laura Geller, and it has been my first and last at this point anyway. I haven't gotten another one. But the reason I got it is because it was a limited edition. Unfortunately, it's not there now, but the reason I got it was it did have a highlighter, a bronzer, a blusher, and a contour in it. So I'd never actually tried Laura Geller, and I thought, what a kind of kit to get when it just, you have everything for that price, because usually like one of their bronzers is like £40 or something like that. So this particular item on QVC, it was like a 3-day, if you don't get it now, it's kind of off the market kind of thing. So I got that. But what I'm saying is these are just as good. So and I do think that goes back to the fact that they are baked. And they're an Italian company. They've been around for a very long time, since 1997 or 93, and I can't believe I'm last on the list to find these, but I will certainly, would I buy more? Absolutely. I want to try different ones. I'd love to try another bronzer maybe. But again, I'm not disappointed that I got the lightest, because again, it is buildable. So yes, with their foundation, I think is really luminous as well. I thought it gave me a bit of a sheen. I was surprised that after I put my Cameo concealer, and obviously I had put my foundation there too, as you can see, it's given me a really luminous inner corner shine, which is great because I suffer from dark circles anyway. So yeah, all in all, I loved it, guys. Absolutely loved it. I would certainly highly recommend it. Everything here was on Amazon, and this was something that I was actually requested to do too. So Kiko Milano was something I was curious about. So yes, I got them over Christmas. Very happy with them, and I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I do have another video coming up, and it's Wet n Wild. I've got their foundations. I've got the dewy and the matte, so that'll be my next video. I am off now to do a makeup session, a trial. I will see you guys soon. The next video will be Monday, and I'll see you then.